Hi, I'm Keith. Welcome back to Cooking with Keith. Today we'll be doing an interesting pasta dish, Penne Alla Vodka. Many people dispute where it was invented. Some people say it was Rome, some people say New York City. But either way, it's our top selling pasta at our restaurant. It's basically using vodka with tomatoes and cream. So it's kind of in between a tomato sauce and an Alfredo, what Americans think of as an Alfredo sauce. So it does have cream. It's a rich dish. It's not light because of the cream, but with the tomato infusion and the vodka, it has some wonderful aromatics when you're eating it. It's a very nice taste. It's been in and out of fashion for the last 50 years, but it's having a big resurgence now. And so I wanted to show everyone how to make it. You can easily do this at home by following our steps. Let's get started. First, we're going to salt our water that we already have boiling, a nice generous amount. Then we're going to add some penne pasta, about 90 grams per person. We'll be doing a two-person serving today, so it's 180 grams, which will roughly double in weight after it's cooked. And now we have our pan heating up on low heat. We're going to get our mise en place ready. We're going to chop some white onion. We'll get some extra virgin olive oil in our pan. And we'll get the onion in there. I'll set it around. A little more extra virgin olive oil is needed. And we'll put a little bit of salt to help soften the onions. And we'll put a little ground pepper. Next, about 2 good tablespoons of tomato paste. We're going to get that down, make a little room, and let it make contact with the surface of the pan so that it can kind of toast out or caramelize out any tin flavor remaining. Get it kind of toasty and it really develops the flavor better. Now we'll prepare some cherry tomatoes, which will give a little fresh zing to the dish. We'll just half them. And those will go in. But after we splash with some vodka. A good shot of vodka. We'll turn the heat up so it gives a little flambe. And there you have it. We're using a local vodka, Enchanted Rock, which is just about 45 minutes away from here. So we're trying to support little local businesses here at the same time. We'll stir that around. We'll put our tomatoes in. Don't worry about cooking off all the alcohol unless alcohol is an issue, because you want a little bit of vodka remaining. It gives some wonderful aromatics as you're eating. Also, this is a rich dish. It's going to have cream, about a half a cup of cream per person. So I have a cup, and we're going to pour that in now. And the vodka acts as actually a nice emulsifier. So it'll do its work and start binding the ingredients and the flavors together. And now we need about 7 more minutes for our penne. So I will turn this down and let it simmer those 7 minutes. And during that time, it'll thicken up, combine, and make a wonderful velvety sauce. It's somewhere between a tomato sauce and an Alfredo, what Americans think of as an Alfredo sauce, a thickened cream sauce. So it's going to be somewhere kind of in between there, but with a nice tang and the nice richness of the cream. It's going to be a wonderful dish. Lastly, I'm going to put a little bit of Calabrian chili that we put through a spice grinder. And it's quite spicy, so I'm going to put just a pinch. And I'm also going to put just a pinch of Sicilian oregano, dried oregano. We're going to keep stirring it, making sure it's getting happy. And now we're just 2 minutes away from the penne being ready. But now I wanted you to get a look at this sauce, how it's bubbling away. You can tell it's come together. See the little bubbles, and it's velvety, it's really glossy. It's perfectly where it should be. And you can see the little bobs of fresh tomato, and it's thickening just perfectly. It's going to be great We're going to put a little bit of the pasta cooking water in here as well to make it even velvetier and more creamy without adding any more cream than it already has. And now we're going to take our penne out and add it to the sauce. There we go. I'm going to stir it around. Get it mixed in with all the sauce. As you can see, it went in and instantly thickened up. It may be just a bit too thick to serve, but we have our magic in the pasta water. We'll have the starches from there that'll combine. We'll turn the heat up a little bit more. And I lightly salted the pasta water, so it's not going to be adding a lot of salt to the dish. Just enough salt to make the pasta, to have the pasta cook well. And there we are, coming together perfectly. I'm just going to add a little more, little ground pepper to this. A little more spice. Get a spoon. Dang. All the spoons. Oh, and a fork. And now we'll give a little taste to the sauce. See if it needs any adjusting. Perfect. It does need a little more pasta water. It's getting a little thick again. Now we'll just stir it around a little more. And we're going to put a little Parmesan Reggiano. So I'm going to turn the heat off, and we're going to fresh grate with a fine microplane some Parmesan right in there. Not a lot right now. We're going to put on more when we plate, but just enough to get the Parmesan deep into the soul of the pasta. And we'll turn this water off over here. And now we'll stir everything together and plate. And now we'll do our final touch of a little more Parmesan Reggiano. And over here. And lastly, a little fresh parsley. And now we'll see how it tastes. Get a little tomato in there. Very velvety, very nicely integrated. You can taste the tang of the tomatoes, the richness of the Parmesan and the cream, and you get that little hint of the vodka in there. Really deep, long flavor. Delicious. Delicioso. You can make this at home, it's easy. Follow our steps and you can do this. Buon appetito.